Hi, this is Ilma Art Studios photograph for today. A fall scene in Mono Cliff Provincial Park. That is in Ontario. Hi, check my website for more artworks and photographs at ilmaarts.com. That's ILMAARTS.com. Today, I'd like to share Isaiah 65, verse 24. It says, I will answer them before they even call to me. While they are still talking about their needs, I'll go ahead and answer their prayers. Here's my poem. God answers his people. God is full of wisdom, love, and is all-giving. He knows what we need even before we start asking. He wants us to run to him, ask anything and everything. He answers his people and showers them with all his blessings. God grants requests and intercessions. He is kind and always gives us provision. Lay down your needs. He wants you to honor him. God responds to you even while you are still speaking. Here's my essay. Have you ever asked someone and didn't get a reply? How did that make you feel? Humans can react to a no response in many different ways. They may repeat the question for fear that they might not have been heard. They may feel rejected from being minimized or feel insecure from the vague subtext that the silence can bring about. They may judge the person who ignored and didn't give them an answer and close their minds on them. The Bible tells us that God always answers his people even before they call them. While they are still presenting their needs to him, he already answered them even before they are finished talking. Daniel is a perfect example of that when he interceded for his people, which is specified in chapter 9. Prayer. Lord, help us to never cease praying and interceding for others. Reflection. When did you pray and God answers even before you finished your prayer? There was an instance when my husband and I were in a campsite, and he said he wanted to go for a walk, and I needed to tidy up in the camp after breakfast. So I said, okay, just make sure you come back right away. And I finished my chores and cleaning up, and then I sat down and I started having my God time and started journaling and praying. And then I suddenly started getting worried because it has been over an hour and my husband isn't back yet. So I asked Jesus that he not let me get into a panic mode, because I have panic attacks, and if I lose my husband, I didn't know how to go home, because that was like 4 hours away from Orangeville, and there were so many. I started fearing, and so I wrote to God, and I started requesting God to pacify me and make me calm and make my husband come back as soon as can. I actually specified. I asked God, what time is he coming back? And as I wrote, and I'm not finished yet with my journaling and talking with God, and he said that he will be coming in 15 minutes from the time I was writing it. And then by the time I finish it, even before the time I finish it, my husband was already coming back. So that's a clear and perfect example how he hears my prayer even before I was finished speaking. And when I prayed for my granddaughter's welfare, like, I didn't want them to just name her with an ungodly name before she was born. So I asked God to grant me that name that would make her closer to God. And they they were thinking of naming her after the mother for a while, and then later on they just decided to name her Beatrice, which is actually a blessed. The meaning of Beatrice is blessed, so that really is an answered prayer. So there are many ways sometimes we don't hear or we don't see how God is answering our prayers. Sometimes it's a no, because sometimes it's probably better for us, but He always answers prayers. Whether we recognize the answer or not, or we like the answer or not, He answers prayers, especially those people who are calling on Him. Thanks for watching. I invite you to call on God, because He loves it when you call on Him and He answers your prayer. Have a blessed day.